Today I'm working a 20-pound bird on the Traeger. Got Joanna here I'm working with today. All right, I picked up this 20-pound turkey here. Nice little bird. Got it at the local grocery store. Also grabbed a bag of the turkey blend pellets from Traeger. It has all the blends, specific for a nice turkey and help flavor it the right way. And comes with a little brining bag with seasoning and stuff in it. It's actually a pretty sweet setup, and for the same price as a normal bag, you get everything you need for a nice turkey dinner, to marinate it and to have the right pellets for it. And even comes with directions on the back there. You can see, you can even highlight it on it for a little bit, but yeah, sweet deal. So I got my 5-gallon bucket on the side here, and I got my little briner bag in it. And then I go through the process here of undoing the turkey and unwrapping it. I got my little pan to the left of it, and just kind of taking out all the crap inside and drain all the juices and stuff. So I thought that pan would be a good idea to kind of maintain everything in there so I'm not cross-contaminating everything. So got it all there. Throw away the bag and all the stuff inside. Now I got my pan out, and I'm gonna make that brine. So a quart of the brine, you put in, I think it's 3 quarts of water, put the seasoning packet in, and then you heat it up, and then you bring it to a boil for like 5 minutes. So I got my little handy dandy whisk here, and just kind of mixing it up, and I'm gonna bring that puppy up to a boil here and get it going for like 5 minutes. And can I tell you, the smell on this brine is super fantastic. It really is. It's delicious. And then it's kind of moving on here. Where am I? There I am. So I got the brine all mixed up, and it boiled it for 5 minutes. And now I just poured it into this big old bowl to help try and cool it down a little faster. So I got it in there. Now I'm going to the freezer. I grabbed my ice and poured just about all the ice in there. Sorry, family. So anybody wanting to get a nice cold pop or add pop or ice to their pop, they're out of luck. But the other thing is, now added 2 more quarts of water, and it looks like I think I add 1 cup of bourbon to it. Then I give it a good stir, and just kind of trying to bring that temperature down on it. I put the ice in. It seems like it melted fairly quick, but just kind of getting it all down to a cooler temperature. I don't want to pour that hot liquid onto my turkey. I want to get it all cooled down. So here I go, lowering the bird into the 5-gallon bucket with the briner bag in there, a nice heavy-duty bag. And then at this point, the temperature was really nice and cool on it. So I brought it down, filled it up, add some water to it to make sure it's all submerged in there. And I do the breast side down to try and get as much brine in that area. Give it a little shimmy shake stir here after I get it all sealed up. But yeah, just kind of finishing off that little brining cycle there and getting it to where I want to be. And then that puppy is going out into the outside garage fridge. All right, and next day, go ahead and add the pellets to my smoker for the turkey. These are the ones that Traeger makes just for turkey. So it actually smells fantastic. And then I got my pan out and, of course, washed it all up, cleaned it. I cut up some carrots and celery just to use as a base so that it not only gives it good flavor, but it gives something for my bird to rest on while it's cooking away in there. So I decided to do to cook it that way, to have a pan underneath it, just because I want all those the drippings for a nice gravy mix for the dinner. So, and definitely it did not disappoint. So get my turkey in there. Yeah, I know it's breast side down, but I gotta cut this extra skin off. So quick wash, make sure you're getting everything cleaned. Then I'll get my knife here, and you can see that neck skin is hanging out there. So I'll get my little trusty knife, trim that off. I decided to leave the wing tips on this one. So other than that, just flipping it over. A little more loose skin on the top there I'm getting rid of, and I think I even get rid of the plastic, the plastic holder that it comes with. Keeps your legs in place and keeps it looking good. But I'm like, we don't need that thing. It's gone. So once again, getting rid of some of that loose skin. I want to try and get as much smoke and meat into the inside of that cavity as I can when I'm smoking it up, just so it kind of cooks evenly and starts cooking a little bit on the inside too. So, and then that pellet pack, the pellet bag came with a little packet of seasoning too. And I opened that thing up, and I'm like, man, this smells freaking delicious, man. It really did. So I'm like, yes, please. I'll put that all over the top. It was still a little moist from the brine, so I didn't pat it dry, but it really took the seasoning well, and I figure I'll do some nice butter to it later on when it starts, once that seasoning sets in a little bit. So now I'm back out of the Traeger, open it up, pop my my beautiful turkey concoction in there. Fits pretty good. So I got my temperature set at 300. Thought this would be a good temperature for the bird to get it going, get some smoke on it. Want to show you my just the thermometer there. It's at 300. I'm connecting my probe. Do you want an alarm? Yep. So I got it set it up for 165, and that way when it gets close to it, it'll start beeping, and that way I can monitor my meat temperature wherever I go. If I have to run to the store, I can control my meat, or friends come over and I'm visiting and forget about it, I can still get reminded where my meat temperature is. It really is nice, surprisingly, as I snort. So that's just me throwing it in. I try to get in the deepest part there. The temperature is at the tip of that thermometer, but it really is nice having that Wi-Fi. You can see the meat's 40 something degrees, but I got it down there. And then this is me checking on it, I think like an hour later. Just want to make sure everything's going okay and make sure it's looking good. You got a lot into the meat, and so you want to make sure this thing's looking good. So I melted up some butter, threw in a stick of butter, and just kind of dabbing and dribbling it over the whole thing just to make sure that get a nice buttery, crisp skin on it. And once you throw it on there, it's just like, wow, it really looks good. I'm telling you, when you throw a little melted butter on there, and of course that's my clumsiness knocking over the butter, but it's looking really good and smelling fantastic. I tell you that Traeger's really got that seasoning down, and they got those pellets down to quite a winning combination, and especially with the brine, So if you notice the inside of the cavity there, it's starting to cook nicely too. So when you get it really thick, especially like a 20-pound bird, if you stuff that thing, the outside of the breast is taking, it's getting a lot of heat for a long time, where the inside's taking forever. So this way, if I can start heading it off on the inside of the bird, that's one of my secrets to doing that. And my wife makes such a fantastic sausage bread gravy that I'm like, yes, please, will do. So this is kind of just me finishing up the turkey here, getting it all buttered. Let's see. Let's close it up. Do a quick temp check on it. See where the meat's at. Well, this is actually a couple more hours later. Let's see where we're at. All right, looking pretty good. 171. Okay, 178. So we're definitely done in the. I initially had some readings, 165. So I went out and checked it, and it wasn't really super even. So I let it go for a little bit to 170. And actually, I'm glad I did. It really came out nice. You saw all the drippings there too. I mean, that was a nice, cool 202 degrees. So it really rendered a lot of juice. I'm telling you, it was really a beautiful bird. It really was. I'm like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. And the smell of it, incredible. It really was. So I got a couple shots of the finished product here, and man, can I tell you, as far as moist and juicy and perfectly cooked, man, it's hard to beat. So if you get a chance, next time you're smoking a bird, grab that turkey pellet bag. It has everything in there you need. You definitely won't be disappointed.